The best Eid Plate true happiness on Eid doesn't come from how much we eat, it comes from how much we share. Have you ever smelled something so yummy that it made your tummy rumble? Maybe some biryani, roasted meat, or sweet dates. That's how the whole city smelled on Bakra Eid. Everywhere you turned, there were sounds of sizzling pans, moms laughing in the kitchen, and kids helping set the table. Now, let me tell you about a little girl named Amina. She was 10 years old, kind-hearted, and super curious. On Eid morning, Amina stood by her window, peeking outside while her house filled with delicious smells. "Eid Mubarak!" her dad called from the kitchen. "Eid Mubarak!" Amina replied with a big smile. But as she looked out, something caught her eye. Across the street, sitting on the stairs of an old building, was a boy about her age. He was holding a small cup of water. That's it. No food, no sweets, no family around him. Just him, alone. Amina felt a little tug in her heart. She ran to the kitchen where her mom was placing warm biryani into bowls. "Ami?" Amina asked softly. "Why isn't that boy across the street celebrating Eid like us?" Her mother paused, then knelt down next to her. "Not every home has food to cook, my dear," she said gently. "That's why Qurbani, the animal we sacrifice, is not just about giving to Allah. It's also about sharing with others." Amina blinked. "Sharing? How?" her mom smiled. "When we do Qurbani, we divide the meat into 3 parts. One for us, one for our relatives and friends, and one for people who don't have much, like that boy." Amina's eyes lit up. "But how will he know we want to give him food?" "He doesn't need to know," her mom said kindly. "We just share, with love, and never wait to be asked." Amina felt a warm feeling in her chest. She quickly packed a little basket. Inside, she placed 3 small containers, one with biryani, one with roasted meat, and one with sweet date treats. She even added a small paper napkin and a plastic spoon. "Ami, I'm going to give this to him," she said proudly. Her mom nodded, her eyes shining with joy. Amina walked across the street slowly, her heart thumping. What if he didn't want it? What if he said no? But when she reached the boy, she held out the basket and said, "Eid Mubarak, this is for you." The boy's eyes grew wide. "For me?" he asked, almost not believing it. Amina nodded. "Yes," he opened the basket and gasped. His face lit up like a lantern. "Thank you. No one has ever shared like this before. This is my first real Eid meal." Amina smiled so wide, her cheeks hurt. "Eid Mubarak," she said again, and walked back home, skipping a little with happiness. That night, after dinner, Amina's father told her a special saying from the Prophet Muhammad. He is not a true believer whose stomach is full while his neighbor is hungry. Amina thought for a moment and whispered to herself, Eid is more than just eating. It's about feeding hearts. Before bed, she had another idea. "Ami," she said, "do we have more containers?" Her mom raised an eyebrow. "Why?" "I want to give food to more families. Maybe there are other kids like him. Kids who feel left out." So that night, Amina and her family packed 10 baskets. Quietly, they placed them outside homes in their neighborhood, where they knew people might need a little help. They didn't knock. They didn't wait. They just left the baskets with a smile and whispered a prayer. The next morning, Amina peeked out the window again. And guess what she saw? The boy across the street wasn't alone anymore. His little sister sat beside him, munching on something, happily. They both looked full, and more importantly, they looked happy. Amina hugged herself. She felt warm inside. She had learned something special. Eid isn't just about the meat. Eid is about hearts. Eid is about sharing. Eid is about making sure no one feels forgotten. So little one, the next time Eid comes around, remember Amina's story. You can share too, maybe with a friend, a neighbor, or someone who needs a smile. Because the best Eid plate is the one that's shared.